Hi folks, I'm going to mention something I mentioned before, because I'm in it, and yeah, I was just thinking about it myself and realising, ooh, yeah. So, living with debt, as if there was no debt. As in, not worrying about your money. You know, spending as you spend, you know, get what you're going to get, as if there was no issues on money. You know, trusting in God to take care of all that. Yeah, again, this is next level, but it's not easy. Not in any way, shape or form. It is not easy to do that. Yeah, because, yeah, we're taught that we have to be responsible for our lives and for everything in our lives, and so therefore we do try and control things. And also, if we run out of money, it means we're in trouble. Yeah. If we can't pay the rent, if we can't pay the bills, you know, all that sort of stuff, we are in trouble. We need money to be able to do that, and so therefore, yeah, it's not easy. Well, because if you go to a church and you ask them what should I do, they would say, well, don't buy things you don't have to buy. Save money so you can pay off the debt. That's what they would say. They would say God wants you to be responsible. But the problem is that's not trusting God. That's not leaning on God as your provider. But yeah, while you're waiting for God to provide, it is difficult. Well, for example, I could speak to my friend Rob about this, and Rob would laugh. Because when I first met his wife Bianca, they had already had a child, and they were in Bournemouth where I was, and they had nowhere to sleep. Yeah, him, his wife and his child had nowhere to go. And so, yeah, I said they could stay with me for a time. But they were very, very much living, and they have been doing that for a long time. I'm still sort of doing it, really. Living, trusting in God to provide for them in everything. For me, this is something new. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. But the reality is, I know that I have a father who, yeah, it's important that he is glorified. It's important that he shows that he wants people to trust in him for these sort of things. So therefore, okay. Do I believe that he will come through? Yes. Even today, and it may have come from me, I'm not totally sure, but I've been speaking even recently, talking about the fact that I don't know the exact date that God told me 2 years, that there was 2 years left for me to be in this property. But then today, I was feeling that God was saying, well, it might have been yesterday, actually, it could have been yesterday, that God was saying 6 months, in 6 months' time I'll be leaving this property. Yeah. So, again, let's see. Let's say I've lost track completely of when that was supposed to be. So, yeah. In the end, yeah. Let's see what God wants to do when He wants to do it, and yeah. In the end, it's about trusting in Him despite what you can see. And as I say, with regards to things like money, Yeah, that's something that we're told we shouldn't do. So, yeah. These things are not easy, folks. They're not. But if you're going to trust God with regards to your relationship, if you're going to trust God with regards to a job, why not your finances? Why are you going to not let Him deal with it? And walk as if you don't have any issues. Walk as if there's no problem there at all. Because of course the problem is we're taught not to ignore things, and yeah, if we're trusting in God, then we have to ignore. So there you go. I will share what happens. Indeed. So you take care. God bless. Be a blessing. Be blessed. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.